Online class, and this is Narendra, and today we will discuss the questions from the different topic and mostly oriented to SSC and RRB examination orientation. It does not mean that it will not fit into banking exams. Let's begin over here. The very first question on your board is this. So allow me to read and then I will give some time for you to answer the question. So here it's very simple question. Find the least number which when divided by 7, 9 and 11 gives a remainder of 5 in each case. So it's a very basic fundamental question. Let me open the link. The link is posted late. So okay, so anyone who is joining, welcome to them, and please, if you can answer the question, please answer it. Please answer it. Okay, that's good. So here, how do we answer this particular question? It is saying that I need a least such number which when divided by the given numbers leaves the remainder of 5. So it falls in this category, that is simply take the LCM of 7, 9 and 12, and I need a remainder of 5. So add 5 to this. That's right, my dear friends. So here I notice that for the LCM the 2 powers highest number is 4 and then 9 and then 7. So 7, 4, that comes 28, and 28 into 9, 28, 9, 9, 8, 72, carry 7, and 9 to 18 plus 7, that comes 25. So 252. So this LCM is 252, but I need a remainder of 5. So add 5 over here. Finally, you are getting this one as 257. That's your answer. If anyone who is watching can it's a very simple model of LCM. So I am moving on to the next part, and the second question on your board is this. Okay, all these questions are useful for the exam point of view. Look at this one. A alone can finish a work in 10 days, and the B alone can finish the same work in 15 days, and C alone can complete the same work in 30 days. They work together for 3 days. All A, B and C work together for 3 days, and then C leaves after 3 days. How many more days did A and B take to finish the remaining work? Right, my dear friends, I will give 30 seconds for you to think of it, and if some of you can answer the question, I will be very happy. Or else at least you will learn the exam oriented questions. Okay, come on. So even by simply watching, you will learn something. Sometimes you may not be able to answer the question, it is okay. At your end, the time is over. So I will answer this question now. And how do we answer this? That's I need to take the LCM. That is what that's 10, 15 and 30. The LCM of 10, 15 and 30. So what comes over here? 30 is the LCM. 30. So 30 unit is the work. Here 30 divided by 10, that is 3 unit per day. 30 divided by 15, that comes 2 units per day, and 30 divided by 30, that is 1 unit per day. So when A, B and C together are working 3 plus 2 plus 1, That means they complete 6 units per day, and they work for how many days together? 3 days. So that is 3. If anyone can answer the question, please try this. So this is 18 units is the work completed in the first 3 days, and after that C left. What is the work left over here? That is total number of units were 30. So the leftover work is 30 minus the work which is done in the first 3 days, and divided by, this is the work volume, divided by the A and B works, that means 5 units over here. So I notice that this comes 12 over here, and 12 by 5, and the 12 by 5 is nothing but 2 by 5. So your answer has to be 2 by 5 days. So that's option choice B. So if you don't know, it is okay, you don't need to answer the question. At least if you are watching, you will know how to answer this type of questions. Okay. So let me move on, and I am moving on to the next question, that is option B is the answer. So this is the next question, and what that question is, that's a tank can be filled by pipe A in 12 hours, and the pipe B in 15 hours. It's fine. And the third pipe C can empty the complete full tank in 20 hours. It's okay, empty part. Now all three pipes are open together, and after 4 hours the C is closed. C is the pipe which empties the water. So C is closed. In how much more time will the tank be completely filled? How much more time? Think of it, how to answer the question, and here is your 30-second time. So I will see if some of you will be able to answer it. It's fine. Come. And once the 30-second is over, I will answer it. Yes, at your end, 30-second is over. It's okay. So let's solve this. So first thing, I need to take the LCM of this number, and what is the LCM? The LCM is 12, LCM of 12, 15 and 20. 12, 15 and 20. I notice that LCM is 60. How about the number of units? So 60 divided by 12, that comes 5 units per hour. 60 divided by 15, that's 4 unit per hour, and C is the empty one. This is A, this is B, and this is C. So E empties 3 units per hour. The overall how many units if all the 3 are open? So 9 minus 3, that comes 6 units, and for how many hours they all the 3 are open? For 4 hours. So that means 24 units got filled. What is the total number of units we have? So the total number units we have is 60. Out of, in the first 4 hours, 24 units are over. Now here what happens? C is closed. So that leakage will not be there. So therefore this 5 plus 4, 9 units will be filled per hour. How many units are left? That is 60 minus 24. So I can clearly see that that is 36 units. So let's write down this one. don't write too many things in the examination. 36 units are left, right, and which will be filled by A and B, whereas A 5 unit and B 4 unit, that is together is 9 units. How much time it will take? It will take 4 more hours to fill the remaining tank, completely fill the tank. How much more time? So it is 4 hours more. Right, friends? Hope you are understanding. Whoever watching now or will watch in future. I am moving on to the next question. Option B, that's right, 4 hours. Now come over here. I will explain what's there in the question. That is, a shopkeeper marks the goods 25% above the cost price and then allows 2 successive discount of 10% and 20% on the mark price. So what is his overall profit or loss percentage? Then again I will give 30-second time for you to think of it. Okay. So it's only it is marked up, that means increased by 25%, then decreased by 10% and followed by 20%. So if anyone can answer the question, it's well and good, or I will show you the basic way to answer this question, or the simplest way to answer this question. Okay. Time is over at your end also. So let me solve this question. Let's assume that the initial value is 100. It is increased by 25%. That means it is 125 by 100, which comes 5 by 4. So write down this as 5 by 4. Then it is decreased by 10%. That means 90 by 100, which is nothing but 9 by 10. And then it again decreases by 20%. That means the 80% is left. So 80 by 100, which is nothing but 4 by 5. So let's see that 100 is become how much. So directly we will get the percentage. So if anyone answering the question, it is fine. It is fine. The Aman, very good evening Aman, my good friend. So I hope this year you will clear the coming year you will be in the job. So 10% loss. The Aman has answered it, 10% loss, and he is very active. All the questions he tries to answer the question. In the process his calculation speed is increased and the accuracy also increased. And even though he knows the question but still answer it. It's good. So this gets cancelled over here. With 50 this gets cancelled 2 times, 2, 5, 10, and then I am getting this as 90 over here. So Aman has rightly said the initial value was 100, the end value is 90, 10 decreased over 100. So what is the percentage decrease? 10% decrease. That means option choice B. Option choice B. Yeah, that's right Aman. So I am moving on to the next question because these questions are so easy for you. The reason is that you do the lot of practice, and coming year you must be in the job. Look at this one. There is a triangle ABC. If you are writing the banking exam, there also you get the geometry, basic question on geometry sometimes, and when you are writing SSC or RRB, any other, so geometry is part of it. So the triangle ABC, the sides are given to you, right, 13, 14 and 15. Find the radius of the in circle, in radius of the triangle. So if I consider this as a triangle, so this is an in circle which touches all the side, and these are the in radius, right? I need to find out the in radius. So if you don't know, you will come to know the small formula. So let me give you 30 seconds. If you can remember the formula, oh my god. So what to say, Aman? He, even the geometry also, he is so successfully answering the question. He says 4 is the answer. So quickly answer the question. That means he knows the formula of the in radius when you know the area of the triangle. So it's good, Aman. I am very happy to see that you are all rounder. Okay, that's good. So what is S semi perimeter? That is 13 plus 14 plus 14 plus 15. This is plus divided by 2. So what I notice over here is 42 divided by 2, 21. So my S is 21. So what is the area? Then square root of, so quickly he has done 21 into 21 minus 13, that comes 8 into 31 minus 21 minus 14, that comes 7, and into this comes 6. So he must have written in this way, that I can write this as 7 into 3. Why to mention into 3? I already know that 7 into 3 we are talking about. This is 4 into 2, and this 7 remains as it is, and this is 3 into 2, 6. So can I take that 2 into 2, 4 outside? So I will be getting this as 2 over here. Okay, and into I will take the 3 into 3 is there, so I will take that 3 outside. Okay, this is 4 into 4, 16. So I will take the 4 outside, directly I will take the 4 outside, and here 3 into 3. So 3 will come outside, and this is 7 into 7. So 7 will come outside. So that like that I get 84. So this is what my area is. And what the Aman knows, that the radius of the semi perimeter, the radius of the encircle is nothing but the area of the triangle divided by 8. N here 13, 14, and so and so forth. So that's right. So divided by 8. So what do I get over here? 84. Will it be divided by 8? No, divided by S is there 21. So why should I am taking this semi perimeter. The area of the triangle in radius is equal to area of the triangle divided by semi perimeter. The area of the triangle is 84 and the semi perimeter is 21. So nicely he answered the question. You could see that the first question he answered correctly, 10%, second one correct, third one correct. So he is exposing to the lot of questions. As a result, he is able to answer the many questions. Let's take the next question, Mr. Aman, and it's here. It's here. You will find a little variety of questions over here. So what is the smallest 5-digit number which exactly divisible by 12, 15 and 18? Smallest 5-digit number. And you know this question is from LCM HCF. So take that 30 seconds, and I wish you will be able to answer the question within the reasonable time. It's a very good that you are practicing so much so that the moment you look at the question in the exam, you can instantly decide whether to attempt that question or not. Okay. So Aman is there. if Aman is there, he must be knowing how to answer the question. Or other my friends, even if you don't know, it's a important question, that is the LCM. We have the three level of questions, or three type of question, or three model of questions. This is the very first model. So what is what is the LCM? So the LCM of 12, 15 and 18. What is the highest power of 2? Here 4 is there. What is the highest power of 3? Here 9 is there. And what is the highest power of 5? 1 5 is there. 5 4 20, 180. So this is 180 is the LCM. And I surprised Aman must be there on the board. If he is there on the board, he will answer the question. Smallest 5-digit number. So what is the smallest 5-digit number? That's 10,000. With this 10,000, I will divide 180 by 180, and 18 5 is 90. So first 5 time it goes, that is 900, and I get the 1000 over here. Then again 5 times 900, I left with 100 here. So I should not subtract something from 10,000, or else it will become a 4-digit number. So I need a 5-digit number, that means something has to be added. What is my remainder? The remainder is already there, 100. How much if I add to 100, so that it should get divisible by 180. So if I add 180 over here, 180, it has become 180 and divisible by 180. That means in the original number I need to add 80. So the original number is 10,000 and add 80. That is the smallest 5-digit number which satisfies, that is divisible by all these numbers. Is Aman is there on the board? Can you please confirm, my dear friend? Okay. So let's moving on to the next question, and the next question on your board is this. Don't get panicked by seeing the option choice D. And what is D? 1040. No, the D is 1080. Okay. Don't get panicked by seeing the volume of the question, because I spread the questions sentence wise, paragraph wise. Now answer this. The two trains A and B moves in opposite direction and completely cross each other in 16 seconds, moving in opposite direction. Okay. The next, the speed of A to B are in the ratio of 2:3, and the length of A and B is also 2:3. Okay. Now the speed of slower train is 40 km/h, and I know the speed ratio, and this is given to us as 40 km/h. So obviously I can find out the B speed. It is said the slower one is 40, that means 2 part 40, it's a speed ratio. Now what is the question here? Find the length of a faster train. Which is the faster train? B. So I need to find the length of B. Try this, my dear friend. The question is simple, only the theoretical part is little lengthier. Come on. I wish some of you will able to answer the question. If not now, in coming days, whoever will watch this question will for them it will be very helpful. Okay. The time is up. Now shall I answer the question? Look at this one. What is the speed of A? The speed of A is 40. when 2 part is 40, then 3 part will be 60, and when they are crossing each other, it takes 18 seconds. So what is my relative speed when opposite direction? 40 plus 60, that is 100. That is 100 is the relative speed, as it is given in second. So I will convert this into second, meter per second, and it takes 18 seconds. So I will get the total length of A plus length of B, total distance, speed into time, and that is nothing but 500. And we have the length ratio over here. Look at this one, the length ratio of A and B is 2:3. So I need the 3 parts out of 5 parts. So the total length is 500. So length of B will be that is 500 into 3 by 5, which is nothing but 300 meters. 300 meters. Is that clear, my friends? Okay. So let me check that 300 meters means option C. Yes, that's right. Let's move on to the next question, which is here. Now, what is there in the question? A and B can complete a piece of work in 12 days and 18 days. Respectively, they work together for some days, after which the A leaves and the remaining work is completed by B in 8 days. For how many days did A and B together work? That's the question. So I will give the 30 seconds for you to think of it. And if you can answer the question, it's well and good, or else you will learn how to answer it. Come on. Now 30 seconds is over at your end. So let me answer this question now. Here, what is the LCM of, I will go with the LCM method. What is the LCM of 12 and 18? So obviously it is 36. Okay. Now what happens? 36 divided by 12, that is 3 units, A completes, and other person B. B per day, 36 divided by 18, 2 units per day. And what I know is the total work is 36 units, and the B alone worked the last 8 days to complete the work. So last 8 days, how many units got completed? So that is 8 into the B number of units are 2. So that is in the last 8 days 16 units are completed. Here you have to notice that total work is 36. B alone completed 16 units in the last 8 days. So together A and B completed how many units? So A plus B completed 36 minus 16, that is 20 units they together completed. How much time will they take to complete 20 units? That is 3 plus 2, which is 5. That means it will take 4 days for them to complete the work. 4 days. That means option choice B. Let me check that the option choice B is correct. Yes, my friends, it's correct. So, hope you understood this part. Moving on to the next. Now, come over here and look at this question. Look at this question. So, I wrote it in a point wise, therefore, it looks like little lengthy, but the question is very simple question. What it is said is A, B and C started the business. A invested 40,000 for the whole year, B invested 60,000 from the beginning of the 4th month, and C invested 50,000 from the beginning of 7th month. So, I know the capital, I know the time ratio. Now, C is given 10% of the total annual profit, 10% of total annual profit as a commission, and the remaining profit is divided in the ratio of their capital into time. That means in profit and loss ratio. Now, if the total annual profit of rupees 39,600, then what is C's total profit? And here clearly mentioned that that means the commission plus profit. So, think of it, these are the very good questions. In the process of answering the question, you will expand your understanding about the subject or a particular chapter. Come on, my friends, take your 30 seconds, coolly think of it. You may be watching now or you may watch at later stage, but that's okay. Okay. Now I can see that the 30 second is over. How will I answer the question? First I will take the capital ratio. So, capital CR, capital ratio of these three people A, B and C, and that is, look at this one, 40, 60, 50. So, 4, 6 and 5, 4, 6 and 5, this is the capital ratio. Let us take the time ratio. It is said that A was there for the whole year, that means 12 months, okay, whereas B begins from 4th month, beginning of 4th month. So, he was not there for the first 3 months. So, he was there for only 9 months. And C beginning from 7th month, that means 6th month he was not there. So, he was there only for 6 months. So, I notice that this gets cancelled. It is okay, later on I can cancel this one, or if you want to work out with a smaller number, you can cancel this part, and with 3 4 times, with 3 3 times, with 3 2 times, and then 4 4 which is 16, and 6 3 which is 18, and this is 10. Further it gets cancelled, and this is 8 and 9 and 5. Is this okay? So, what is the total money? The total money is 39,600. So, from 39,600, if I take out 10% of it, that means 3,960. So, I will be getting, this is as 4, this 4, and then 15 minus 9, that comes 6, and then 15. So, that comes 8. So, this is 5 and 3, and from here the share will be distributed. Okay. So, can you please complete it? Yes friends, you must have done it. Okay, let me let me check the answer. So anyone answer the question? No. Okay, so here we already got the profit and loss ratio, and this is what the profit is left. From here I will be giving, see how much, that is 35,640 into, I need the 5 parts out of the total 22 parts. Am I right? That's 17 and 5, that comes 22. So how many times it goes with 22? Can we check this part? So 1 time 22, so 3 and 1, will it go for 6 times? 6 to 12 and 12 and 13, so it goes 6 times, 6 to 12 and this is 13. So I left with here 440. So I noticed that it goes 20 times. So this is 20. When I multiply this by 5, I am getting the share of C, in which I need to add 3960. So here that's 0. Let me write down with white. So that is 0, and 5 to 10 carry 1, and 16 5 is 80 plus 1 is 81. So what is I need to find out commission plus profit. His commission, look at this part, this is what 3960, and this is what the profit is. So 8000 plus 3000, that is 11,000, 12,060. So the sum I am getting as 12,060. That should be my answer. That's option choice C. Is it there? Option choice C. Yes. Okay. So we will go for the next question, and the next question on your board is this. Okay, I will read and I will wait for 30 seconds. Here find the least number which, when divided by 8, 12 and 15, leaves the same remainder as 5 in each case, and it is also divisible by 7. Very commonly asked question. So take your 30 seconds and think of it. Yes, my friends. Think of it, how to answer this question. That's a very simple question. The only part added is here, it is also divisible by 7. So that makes the things a little bit of complex, but it is okay, in the exam it comes. Okay. Now I will answer this question. What is the LCM of 8, 12 and 15? The 8's highest power is 2's highest power is 8, and 3's highest power, I can see the 3 is there here and 5 is there here. So 5, 8, 40, and 40 into 3, that's 120. That means that number is in the form of 120k plus 5. Is that right? And that number should be divisible by 7. That means this is equal to 0 mod 7. 0 is the remainder. When you divide by 7, the remainder should be 0. Okay. So what I am going to do over here, that is, it should be divisible by, exactly divisible by 7. So, I see that if 120 divided by 7, so I get 17,719. So, it comes in this way that 120 can be written as 1 mod 7, 119. So, 119 is divisible by 7. I left with the remainder 1. So, this number can be written in the form of 1 mod 7. Okay. So, once I can mention this as 1 not 7, what are the next part we are going to do here? So, that is I replace this one 120 by 1. So, 1 into k is nothing but k. So, this is k is equal to, that comes minus 5, when the 5 plus 5, that is minus 5, and this minus 5 we do not take the negative remainder. So, that will be equal to plus 2. So, I will be writing this one as 2 mod 7. So, what is the k value? The k value is 2 here. K value is 2 here. Now, I will replace the k over here, then 240, if I place the 2 here. So, 24, 240 plus 240, okay, up to this is right, and plus 5. What is that number? 245. So, my left hand side is 245. When divided by 7, the remainder will be 0. If you want, you can check this one, that 7,321 and 7,535, and it will follow also the condition that 120k plus 5. Therefore, here my answer has to be 245, option choice D. Hope my friends you are understanding this. Allow me to move on the next question, and your next question, option B is the answer. Your next question is this. What is this question? Allow me to read. A circular garden has a radius of 7 meter. Around it, a circular path of a uniform width constructed outside the garden. So, the question says something like this. This is what the circular garden, and its radius is given as 7. A uniform path is built up over here. I do not know what is this part. So, let us consider this as x. So, my capital R will be 7 plus x, and the area of the path is 3 times the area of the garden. Is that clear? Now, find the width of the path. So, I need to find out this x value. How do we get it, my dear friends? How do we do this one? So, capital R, I'll just give some hints to you. Capital R is a 7 plus x, and the path area is given to us as 3 times the area of the garden. So, what is the area of the garden? Pi r square. R square is nothing but 49, 7 square is 49. So, given to us as pi 7 plus x whole square pi r square minus the area of this one pi is 3 times. So, can I make that equation over here, which is equal to 3 times of pi r square, and the r is 7 over here, 7 square. So, instead of writing 7 square, I will replace this with 49. It's nothing but 7 square. So, this is how the equation forms. Now, when I cancel this part, so you can see that this pi gets cancelled, and I get this as 49 7 plus x. 7 plus x whole square is equal to 49 into 3, and that, am I right? 3 9 is 27, carry 2, and 3 4 is 12 plus 2 is 14. Is that the result over here? So, I think I am making a mistake here. 3 9, that comes 27. Okay. Here I made a small mistake. Okay, let me erase this. Here minus 49 minus 49, which is equal to 3 pi 49. Now, you understood, I slipped this one, minus 49, and this is the whole part. Let me put up the bracket so that you will have an clarity over here. Now, what comes over here? 7 plus x whole square. When this 4 comes on the other side, 49 comes on the other side. So, 49 4 times. So, that is 4 9 36, carry 3, 4 4 16 plus 3, that is 19. And can you notice that that is 14 square? So, square will get cancelled. I will get x 7 plus x, which is equal to 14. Therefore, x is equal to 7. So, what is this path width? Path width is 7. Do we have any option here? Yes, I noticed that option choice C. Okay. So, whoever will be watching in future, it's good. If you like it, then press the like button. I am moving on to the last question of this class, and that is question number 12. So, this is the last question of the class. Now, allow me to read the question here. That's a train passes a pole in 12 seconds and passes a platform in 300 meter in 30 seconds. So, what is the speed of the train? So, we have the very clear information here that it crosses its own length in 12 seconds, own length in 12 seconds. Okay, and it crossed the platform whose length is length of the platform is given 300 meters, and it takes its own length 12. The total is 30 seconds. That means plus another 18 seconds. That's 30 seconds. So, to cross its own length, that's what the own length. This is 12. So, what for this extra 18? So, it is for crossing the platform. So, I know the 300 meter covers in 18 seconds. I know the distance, I know the time. Can't I find out the speed? Yes, we can find out the speed. and what is that speed? That is 300 divided by 18. That's and speed is kilometer per hour. I need the speed in kilometer per hour. Therefore, let's multiply this by 18 by 5. So 18 gets cancelled. I get 60 as the answer. So 60 kilometer per hour. That's your answer. Option choice C. Let me check that option C is correct. Yeah, that's right. So all the questions which I have discussed is very useful for SSC, RRB, JE and all the other banking exams. So please revise these questions. With this, wish you all the best to all of you.